Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, tuning in through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could be with us as well. All of us can do our part to be able to make a difference, especially in the lives of young ones. And we're so excited to tell you guys about the Hal Jackson's Talented Teens International that's holding its 50th Anniversary Fundraiser coming up on Thursday, November the 9th. Here to talk to us about it today, we're excited to welcome Ms. Debi B. Jackson. She's going to talk to you guys not only about the power of the fundraiser, but also we're going to talk about some of the performances and how you all can be a part of it this year as well. Ms. Jackson, thank you again for the time. Really do appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for thinking about us.
Pleasure is definitely all mine. This is such an important thing. As I mentioned, the Hal Jackson's Talented International Team International is celebrating its 50th anniversary fundraiser this year. What has it been like for you, Ms. Jackson, to see the way that the fundraiser has been able to impact the lives of so many?
Oh, my God, it's fantastic. You know, we've touched a minimum of 30,000 young ladies over the time that we have been in existence, and the young ladies that have come through Talented Teens have gone on to shine and to become starlets, you know, in their own realm. It's fantastic, and we're looking forward to this event. Is happening on November 9th at the Bergen Pack Theater in Englewood, New Jersey, and we have Howard Hewitt, the Ladies of Sky, Jeff Redd, Melissa Morgan, who's also a former Talented Teen, and the Bells 2.0. We're paying tribute to Hal Jackson and his Talented Teens. So it's going to be an event that a lot of people are going to be involved with and will talk about for a very long time.
Yeah, and I think that is the big thing. For one thing, it's celebrating 50 years is a milestone in itself, Ms. Jackson, but also you mentioned something, the impact it's been able to have on others and how they've been able to pay it forward. Talk to us about that. What is that like for you to see how individuals like you mentioned, Melissa Morgan, who have benefited from the Hal Jackson's Talented Teen International and now, of course, is able to share her talent with the world? What has that been like for you to see?
Oh, fantastic. As a matter of fact, I was reading Taraji P. Henson's book, and in it she mentions that she was a former Talented Teen. I didn't know that. She was out of D.C., and she had said that it had impacted her life considerably because it was the first time she had been on stage, you know, at a mic, and it went on, and she's now a fantastic actress. And some of the other actresses are Jada Pinkett Smith and Cheryl Lee Ralph, the singers, Evelyn Champagne King, CeCe Peniston, as I mentioned before, Melissa Morgan, Allison Williams, Regina Bell. I mean, like, the list goes on and on when it comes to the performers. But we also have people like Ty Jimenez, who was a principal dancer with the Dance Theater of Harlem, and currently she's the director of dance at the Dance Theater of Harlem. And then under the Obama administration, Dr. Susan Johnson Cook was an ambassador to the United States. She came through Talented Teens. And right here in New York, Judge Tanya Kennedy is a Supreme Court judge here in New York. All of them came through Talented Teens, and those are just a few.
Right. Exactly. And I think that goes to showing the impact and why something like this is so important, which is why, as I mentioned in my intro, Ms. Jackson, it's great that people can have a part. Let's talk about the support for a second. We talked about some of those who have come through Hal Jackson's Talented Teens International, but what has it been like for you to see the support that's been coming in, especially as you're gearing up for the 50th anniversary?
Well, we're looking for support. We're looking for sponsors. One of the things that why we don't have the international competition is because we didn't really have sponsors. And right now, what we would like is for people to make donations, and they can make donations. You don't have to be here, but you can make a donation, $5. Hey, we would love it. Through our website at youthdevelopmentfoundation.org. What we do with the funds is we provide scholarships for young ladies that are entering college. After they've been in college for their first semester, they submit their transcript to us, and we send $1,000 to the college that they are then attending, as long as they have a 3.0 or better. See, before with Talented Teens International, we had a competition, and the one who was the most talented were the winners. but we don't have the talent competition, so now we go on academics.
Love that. And the fact that our audience can be a part of this, even if they're not going to be attending in person, Ms. Jackson, it's a great thing. We're going to be linking that website up for our audience, as well as letting them know at the end of our segment here how they can be able to be a part of this as well. I want to, again, talk about for yourself personally. Talk to us about what it's been like for you, not only to be able to see this continue, but also to see the impact it continues to have, Ms. Jackson.
Oh, it's amazing how people walk up to you. Just like I didn't know that Melissa Morgan had been one of the contestants, and she came. This is when Hal was still alive. She came up to him. She says, "Mr. Jackson, hi. I don't know if you know who I am, but my name is Melissa Morgan, and I was in your competition in New York. I think she said for 2 or 3 years." She said, "I didn't make the top 25, but I kept coming back and kept coming back, and look at her now." You know, so that might have been the first time that she was on stage and presenting herself before an audience. And that's what happens with a lot of those young ladies. It's just so fulfilling. It's just really fulfilling. I mean, when you work with these young ladies, well, at the international level, they have already been at competitions. But when you work at them at the local level, because I was working in New York with the young ladies as well. They come in, they're standing, they don't know how to stand up straight, they don't know how to present themselves on stage, and by the time we go through the training with them for 6 to 8 weeks, they were polished and ready to hit the stage. And it's just like a metamorphosis from going from a caterpillar to becoming a butterfly. It's just unbelievable, and it just makes you so proud to be a part of talented teens and the things that Hal Jackson did for so many different people.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, our audience can be a part of this, whether they're able to attend in person and be able to enjoy some of the great performances at the Bergen Pack coming up on Thursday, November the 9th. They can be able to go to the website now and make their donation. Again, that website that you heard Ms. Jackson mention is youthdevelopmentfoundation.org. That's youthdevelopmentfoundation.org. We're going to be linking that up for you guys on our Facebook page for the radio station, but also for those joining us on iHeartRadio as well as Amazon Music, you guys will see the link with this podcast as well. Again, everyone, Ms. Debi B. Jackson has been our guest today. Make sure you guys visit the website, find out more information about the scholarships, but also make your donation, and the contact button is there as well. Ms. Jackson, really appreciate you stopping by today. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you so much for allowing us to express how much we love Mr. Jackson and the things that he has done for young women from around the world.
The pleasure is definitely all mine. Thank you again. Appreciate that. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let us go make today amazing. Take care.